Hello, this is Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine.com, and a lot of you have been emailing me over at Geekazine, geekazine@gmail.com, twittering me at Geekazine. Thank you very much for it. But one of the questions that I really wanted to answer was basically the studio, and what do I have for a studio? I get this question asked all the time. What do I use for gear? What do I use for microphones? So I wanted to kind of give you a walkthrough of what's going on in the studio so you can see what I deal with. Now, my studio is just a simple second bedroom in the house. It's about a 10 by 12 room with a closet. Closet's mostly for storage. It's kind of overflowing in storage, so I just kind of got extra stuff down here. Old computers. Need to rebuild some stuff. Some of my music gear is over here as well because, of course, I play music. And so I wanted to show you the whole studio, and we're going to do that through this walkthrough. We're going to do that next. This is the front door to the second bedroom in the house here. As you can see, we've got the back curtain, and there's my camera and my second monitor where sometimes I read different things, use as a teleprompter, use as a display for some of the web pages, so I'm not in the dark as I go from there. And then, of course, my camera. The camera that I use for most of my video is right there, so it points right to the set, which is right here, and we'll get to that in a minute. A couple weeks ago, I did a video about some new LED lights from Newer. That's what's up here. It's going to get a little bright for a second here. As you can see, there's the two Newer lights with soft boxes. Maybe I can get on the side. Yeah, around the room you'll see padding. This is padding. I got sound proofing padding. Most of it's professional. Some of it, like old pads that I used for camping to lay on. They're perfect for the wall there. There's a whole bunch of junk over here, so I'm not really going to show you. You got a little bit of music equipment as well over here. But this is where the main magic happens, and this is the studio right here with the stone wall, and then of course more soundproofing up here. So this is basically what you see when I record my videos, because that's what I want you to see, and just basically wallpaper to make it look good. I still have to figure out what I'm going to put on this wall. So if there's anything that you can think of, maybe maybe a shelf or a picture or something like that, I still am trying to figure that all out and go from there. In the back, there's just tons of junk. When I review something goes on the floor over the side. First of all, we got the mixing unit, which is an Alesis multi-mix Firewire 8, and of course I've got some effects down here. As you can see, there's an EQ and there's a compressor behind the harmonica holder there, and then of course the ukulele. You gotta play music every now and then. That's what I do. So I play some ukulele. So that's always by my side just in case. So. And of course, we have the main desktop here. That I just built this from an AMD FX 8350, and got a brand new video card, the R9390, which is in here, which has got 8 gigabytes of memory. And it's just awesome. It's also doing 4K for this 4K monitor. But then this used to be my regular desktop for doing a lot of stuff, and as you can see, it's a mess right now because I took it all down, and I'm going to reconfigure it with a second desktop for more video editing. So forgive the mess right there. It's going to get cleaned up here. But this is the main studio. This is where we are. We're going to go over to the chair, and you are going to see what I see on a normal day-to-day basis. So basically, move that. This is my monitor system. As you can see, the camera and the monitor over there. I've got my MacBook right there. I've got my HP 1040 G1 right there. And of course, the desktop monitors. This is the Asus, the one I'm testing, 4K monitor, and it's doing pretty good. I just got the display port cable so I can run it at 4K. And then this little side monitor, which I have in portrait mode as opposed to landscape mode, and it helps me a lot because I can turn and I can put text, I can put stuff on there and not have to scroll up and down to see it. And when I do Wirecasts and stuff like that, the Wirecast is over here because once again I can see everything and it's all good to go. So, and of course we've got the table here. We've got the keyboard and mouse, which is down here for the main desktop. Everything I'm running through extended wires to the computer, so it's over on the far end. There's a little bit of a hum from it, a bad fan I got to replace very soon. So that by having it over there, I can put more padding over there, so it kind of makes it quieter. Our Ergotron desk, the sit-stand desk, which I lift up and down all the time. Now it's a lot heavier with these two monitors on. And, of course, the dual monitor mount for these two monitors. So I can move these monitors out of the way. Here, let me show you. So when the show happens, I can take this monitor and just kind of move it out of the way so it doesn't get into my main shot. And, of course, I bring these laptops down. I have to do some positioning for that. All in all, it does a great job, and with this studio setup, I can get a lot done. I only have one workspace as opposed to two, which I'd had before. And then, of course, this thing right here. Now, I have my iPad Air, but this iPad 1 becomes like the super savior for everything. Now, I'll show you why. During my shows, and during my music shows, when I go out and do live acoustic stuff, I use this little program called Boss Jock. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. There it is. And I got the light there. Sorry about that. Anyway, with Boss Jock, what I did was I took all of my music and put it on a soundboard. And it takes a little bit to open up, but it works really well. And, of course, I can't play anything because it'll all be muted. These are all the songs. I do backing tracks every now and then for some of my acoustic stuff. So these are all the songs for those backing tracks. These, and on this bottom row, I have it designated for songs that I use for, like, for instance, this is one of the Wearable Today intro songs, and I'll have a couple other in this sound card as I go. So I use this iPad 1 as a sound card for my shows, which works really well. It does the job, and I don't do too much more with this. There's only a couple other apps I can use. I can still use Facebook, which is nice. Plus, the battery life is just unbelievable when you take almost all the apps off. And that's the key right there, is when you're podcasting, when you're creating shows, to have fun with what you do and feel comfortable behind there. Now, one more thing before we go, and that is everybody's asked about this little microphone right here. The microphone, actually, I got on Amazon. It's actually pretty cheap. We're talking like only $15, $20. I believe, I don't remember the brand name, of course, but I'll have a link up in YouTube so you can take a look at it. Of course, it wraps around the head. Let's see if I can do it with one hand here. This should be fun. There we go. That's not too bad. So I talk like this. I have a set of earbuds that are custom formed to my ears. So if I need to listen to something, I got it right there. And then, of course, I can talk like this hands-free. Now, if you're going to get one of these, you need to get the XLR adapter, because this is an XLR mini jack to regular XLR adapter. And then, of course, I run extra cabling. But that's pretty much it. That's the studio right here. And, of course, a lot of this stuff, like I said, this is just fake. It's all fake. It's all fake. So you can get a lot of stuff I get on Amazon, and you can check that out. And I'll have, if you have any questions of where this is, I'll send you links and everything like that. Just tweet me at Geekazine, think magazine, put in geek, or geekazine@gmail.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for listening. You guys geek out. We'll see you next time. And we're doing this on the Hero 4, so it's a little shaky. Apologize for that. So we'll see you next time. Take care.